Hello, I'm Drake. Welcome to Working Dragon Mystic, where we teach real, magical, and occult knowledge so that you can manifest real and tangible results in your life. This week in our Urban Magic series, we're going to be discussing the magical properties of Bay. So stay tuned. Alright, this week we're going to be talking about the magical properties of bay, or as you might see it in the grocery store more often, bay leaf. Bay leaf is a common grocery store herb that you can find. Actually, I usually find it in every grocery store I go to, and I do use quite a bit of it because it's one of the key flavorings in Cajun cooking. So I don't ever make a gumbo or a jambalaya without bay. So we always have a jar of bay leaves in our house. Now when you do buy it, try to buy the whole leaves if you can, because that's the ones you're going to get the most use out of. Okay, so real quick, a bullet list of the things that bay can be used for. Psychic enhancement, wish magic, love magic, prophetic dreams. It's wonderful for success, banishing, healing, and cleansing. It is also very often used in spells that are directed at protection against evil. So with these correspondences, what are some ways that you can utilize bay in your everyday magic? Obviously you can cook with it and imbue what you're cooking with any of these particular properties. But what are some spells that you could do to get started without having to make dinner? Well, one of my favorites is where it comes to prophetic dreams. If I'm actually doing magic where I'm trying to seek an answer and I'm wanting to see about getting that answer through dream work, I will create a dream sachet with bay in it. I'll often also add into that some amethyst because they're really great at ramping up psychic abilities as well. And I actually try to make the bag for my sachets, in this case, out of purple. Another great use that I like for bay is I actually make a bay oil. This is wonderful for when you're doing candle magic. I'll take the bay leaves and I'll just soak them in olive oil. Again, something very easy to get a hold of. And I'll let it absorb all the essence of the bay. And then you can use that oil to dress your candles during a spell. So if you wanted to do a wish spell or a love spell, this oil is an easy way to get all these properties moved into your candle magic. And you can also add it to incense. Now, one way I've seen bay used to actually draw success, they say if you carry a bay leaf in your wallet, it'll help draw success to you. I've never actually tried this, but that is one thing that they say bay can be used for and how it can be used. For me, I actually prefer to use bay as an herb that I burn during the ritual, and to do that I would set up my whatever success spell I'm doing. I would set it up and then I would actually write what it is I'm seeking directly onto the bay leaves. So let's say you're trying to reach a success point in your life. Well, first ask your question, what do you consider success? Once you have that answer, that's what you're going to write on the leaf. And for this example, let's say you want to be making $3,000 a month with your career. All you'd have to do is write the $3,000 per month on the bay leaf. Bay leaves are usually about the size of your thumb, give or take. So with a Sharpie or anything like that, you can easily write on them. And it doesn't have to be uber legible. In fact, you can even use sigils to replace the words so that instead of having to write out the intent or whatever, that you're just using a single sigil drawn on the bay leaf. And then that also adds that layer of sigil magic into it as well. Now, one form of home protection that bay leaves can offer is that you can either hang them above your door, or in many cases I've seen people put them under the doormat, and this protects the home from anything negative or evil coming into the home to cause a disturbance, and it makes for a peaceful home environment. And of course, last but not least, I believe possibly the most popular use for bay is in love spells, magics, and potions. You can create love sachets in which you place bay in there with other ingredients in order to draw love to you. It can even be used in love potions. So you soak the bay leaves into the liquid before you strain out the rest of it. In some traditions, they even place bay under the mattress of the person that they're hoping to draw to them. Of course, you'd also need access to their mattress. So if you don't have access, that method may not work. But you can also utilize it in candle magic spells in order to draw love to you. And you can also grind it up in order to make love incense. Now again, anytime you're doing love spells, I warn you against it to some extent because it is bordering on manipulation of will. So if you do love spells, focus on drawing love to yourself and meeting the right person. If you focus on a specific person, though it can be done, you do run the risk of the spell wearing off or the person realizing what's been done, and you could even destroy the friendship you would have had beforehand. The person's going to be very upset. It rarely ends well. Or in some cases you end up with a stalker because you realize that person's not actually what you thought they were and you don't actually want to be with them. But your spell worked, so they're still chasing you and you now have a stalker. So be careful when you focus any love spells directly on a person. I always suggest drawing love to you in general or using them to increase a currently existing love. Anyways, these are some quick and simple uses for bay, which again, like I said, you can get at any grocery store. And of course, you can always throw bay into any soup or broth to add those properties to it, or throw it into some cooking. I'm sure we'll be using bay in some of our recipes here on our Urban Magic channel as we continue on forward. And I actually look forward to that. I enjoyed filming the chicken recipe for you all and looking forward to doing more of those. Also, we're now doing a podcast every Saturday at 8 p.m. called the Magical Coffee Hour on Twitch. I'll leave the link below. Come check it out. It's live, so you can ask questions of us there. We usually have a topic, but the questions don't have to stay on topic. We love to take questions. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you'll receive notifications anytime we release a new video. We're currently releasing 2 to 3 videos a week right now, and we're actually planning on starting to release more. Also, drop a comment below and hit that like button. It helps the channel out a lot when you leave your comments, questions. Thank you for joining us today in this Urban Magic video. I'm Drake, and this has been Working Dragon Mystic. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.